Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. Joining us right here this morning is Dick Fickey and Marie Lee from the Kiwanis organization, Mount Washington Valley Kiwanis. And we're going to talk about angels and elves today. What a fun thing for us to talk about. So good morning.
Good morning, Rob. Thank you for having us.
Oh, absolutely. So let's start off with an overview of what angels and elves. I think it's one of those things that a lot of people know about, or a lot of people have heard about, but they don't know what it's all about.
Well, it's basically providing Christmas gifts to underserved children in the valley where the parents cannot provide gifts for their children.
Yeah.
Program's been in existence for 26 years. Started by Joy Nagel and Alex Levine, subsequently taken over by Harry and Roberta Stead, who had it for 7 years. And when they grew a little bit too old for the program, they went out with a letter to the community. We'd like to give up the program. Is there anybody out there that can take the program over? One of the letters went to Charlie Mallard at the 1785. Charlie, being a fellow Kiwanian, said, hey guys, this is what Kiwanis is all about, taking care of children, serving children of the valley. And that's when Kiwanis took it over in about 2002. Right. And Kiwanis has had it ever since.
That's great. And it's just a great organization, great idea. And really, if you think it's such a simple idea, such a basic idea of being able to help out families at Christmas.
It's all about taking care of one another, and that's something that this valley has got a great reputation for.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, so let's kind of go through the process about how people, the families get involved, and then how people from the community will get involved too.
Well, we say all the time that Kiwanis organizes it, but this is absolutely a valley-wide event, and we always open up the first week in November to start taking in applications. And thanks to Dot Seabolt, General Manager at Settlers Green, she's been able to find us an empty storefront to operate from. We need about 6,000 square feet from which to operate because we now over 550 children that are all going to receive gifts of warm clothing and toys for Christmas. And we have on our application, the parents will ask for things that are needs, and there's a few things for wants. The needs are always boots, warm jackets, snow pants, but we get a lot of requests for warm bedding. We know that their thermostats are turned down very low at home, and the kids are cold.
Yeah.
So we get as many snow pants, jackets, things that are on sale at the end of the season, and we can stretch those donation dollars as far as we can. And we're fortunate to have the downstairs of TD Bank in Conway as our storage facility where we, out of season, are able to purchase things and leave them there.
Oh, that's terrific.
And then people come in and they want to sponsor a child, and they'll see the child's first name, the sizes, what they need, what they want, and they'll go out and shop for those. For a lot of sponsors, they want to involve their own children or their own grandchildren in the process as a teaching moment, that there are children out there that are asking for a warm blanket for Christmas, and we have sponsors, a lot of them come from out of state that have second homes up here in the valley. And we have a lot of organizations that will do toy drives for us. So if a sponsor can't buy all of the things on the list, that's fine because we can supplement with what's been donated. So many people they want the experience of shopping for somebody specific and imagining what that child's going to feel like on Christmas morning. Yep. And it's terrific to see the sponsors, the length of searching for that item. People order online, people go out of town to try to find that one item for a kid that they know is going to really put a smile on his face on Christmas morning.
It's such a great thing, especially as you say, like for a family to do, and to, as you say, a teaching moment, get everybody
Absolutely.
involved. And Dick, you were telling me a story about, basically about that, about somebody who has learned.
You know, Marie and I are both connected also with Habitat. And the Habitat motto is a hand up, not a hand out.
Right.
And that teaching moment occurred a couple of days ago when a 10-year-old daughter of one of our recent Habitat families took it upon herself in her school to put out collection boxes, decorated them, raised enough money that she was able to come into ELF headquarters and sponsor 4 children herself. And the role of her mom was to drive her around to the various stores. The 10-year-old bought everything for the children on those lists herself.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was
It really is.
just marvelous. Another interesting aspect or rewarding aspect of the program is when a mom will come in to sponsor. I'd like to sponsor a family. And in the conversation allows that she had to use the program 4 or 5 years ago. But now things have squared away and she wants to give back by sponsoring a family herself.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
That's great. And that, you know, like you say, that's what the Mount Washington Valley is all about. We've been doing this, you know, helping neighbors for years, and what a great organization. So how can somebody get involved now? I know we're kind of getting down to the home stretch here.
We certainly are, and with any luck, we'll close on our scheduled date, which will be the 16th, and the last bag will be picked up and will be closed for the season. But right now we have 45 children that do not have a sponsor. So if anybody out there can come in and do some quick shopping, we can certainly supplement those bags with a lot of the donated toys and items that have been given to us in the last week or two. But sometimes we need like specific sizes.
Yeah.
They need long underwear. As you know, the schools, the elementary schools here, part of their curriculum is to take the children in January and February to either Attitash or Cranmore, and they learn to ski.
Right.
The equipment is provided if they don't have it, but they don't provide the clothing. And we've had feedback from teachers and instructors that the kids show up in jeans and knitted mittens, and they're freezing and wet, you know, and before the lesson is over.
Right.
So we could use that. We can use cash donations. We're also fortunate to have many volunteer shoppers who will give them a master list of go and buy 10 pairs of boots, and these are the sizes, and these are the bags that they're going to go into. So
Yeah.
these last few days, it always seems to be this way. But knock on wood, we've always managed to get it done.
Yeah.
So.
So I'm going to twist it in kind of a positive way, that it still gives people the opportunity to do this.
Yes,
And that's one of the great
it
things.
really
As you were
does.
talking, Dick, I think some people might be like, wow, I want to get involved, but it's too late for this year. It's not too late
It's
for
not
this
too
year.
late.
And so how would somebody do that? How do they get in touch with you guys?
356-8710, or come on down to ELF headquarters. We're open every day from 11 in the morning till 5:30 in the afternoon, and we'll be so through next Saturday, weather permitting.
And you're located right there in Settlers Green between the Cupcakery and Justice. So
Justice,
over on
right.
the right-hand side of
Right.
Settlers Green
That's
as you're
correct.
going in there. So you can definitely check in there. And I think if somebody were to stop in there, they'd really see the magic that is going on there at ELF headquarters.
People who have not been involved in the program, who come in for the first time, are absolutely overwhelmed
Yep.
by the size and the depth of the organization and ELF headquarters and what's going on in there. They've been in the valley for years and said, I have no idea.
Absolutely. Well, that's great. Well, thank you so much for coming by today and giving us the scoop. So if you still want to get involved with Angels and Elves this year, definitely check out ELF headquarters or give them a call. And it's not too late. It's definitely not too late. And as you said, with the snow, there could be some snow coming in this week, which kind of can put a little kibosh on some parts of it. So get involved now. So if you want, definitely can do that.
Thank you so much for
Well, thanks so
having
much
us.
for coming by,
Absolutely.
and I'm sure we'll talk to you soon, and we'd love to hear how everything went. You know, give us a little update
We will.
That'd
as
be
we get
terrific.
That's a
closer
promise.
to the Christmas
Okay.
season. And we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.